There was a loss in the belief of the realm of possibility.
For years, critics said her organic shapes were intriguing, but couldn't be built. This firehouse in Germany was one of the only Hadid projects to actually be constructed, until a Cincinnati museum took the leap to hire her, because her designs were
like a roller coaster, like a little scary but exhilarating at the same time.
Charles Desmarais was the director of the Cincinnati Contemporary Art Center.
He was a paper architect, as they say, someone who had great respect as a theorist and as a thinker about architecture, but hadn't had the opportunity to build.
But her avant-garde designs caught his attention.
She totally got what we were trying to do, which was to try and bridge that sort of gap between the inside and the outside, between the world and the museum.
So with a sympathetic patron in a small American city, Zaha Hadid finally got the chance to prove her stuff.
Every city wants a kind of a building which they want to say, look, we have a great building.
And Cincinnati got a great building. Its dynamic use of space has won rave reviews. The New York Times called it the most important American building since the end of the Cold War.
I think the key moves were the dynamism of that corner and finding a way to use that corner to reflect the energy of the city, generate energy in the city.
Zaha Hadid likes to design all kinds of things, large and small, like the bench where we had our interview.
What is it actually made out of?
Cast aluminum.
Cast aluminum.
And this teapot set.
It comes apart. Mm-hmm. That's for the milk.
The milk on the top and the sugar on the bottom.
Yeah.
Her interest in design started early. Hadid credits her middle-class upbringing in 1950s Baghdad, then a thriving city full of possibilities, where her Muslim parents could send their daughter to a French Catholic school.
So that was really fantastic, and also the nuns were very tough in terms of education. I mean, the headmistress was very ambitious. The
nuns were encouraging you to have a career then?
Oh yeah, for sure.
By the age of 11, she found her vocation.
Well, I designed my bedroom.
You designed your bedroom?
My parents indulged me. It was a great success. I would give me a bit of confidence.
And from that early confidence came her design audacity. Last year, it won her the most prestigious honor in the architecture world, the Pritzker Prize, the first time it's ever been awarded to a woman.
I swore many years ago, 25 years ago, I will never say this word, but I have to say it. It's wow.
A lot has been made of your success as a woman. What does it mean to be a woman, a female architect? I mean, are the challenges different in some respects?
Well, I don't know. I have not been a man as an architect. So there's no stereotype. Because there's no stereotype, they don't know how to handle you, you know. So if you have an opinion, you think you're difficult because God forbid that a woman should have an idea about anything.
They call you a diva.
And they don't call a guy a diva. I mean, God, you know, they'd be sued. I'm telling you, if you don't stop it, I will call a lawyer now. Okay.
But Zaha Hadid does have a temper, and she's not afraid of showing it.
I'm very serious now. This is crap.
In front of all her employees and our camera,
I'll freak out in public and we'll be on television.
She let loose about a project that was not going the way she liked.
The original one was much better. Patrick! God it! I'm not accepting it, I'm telling you. I'm withdrawing it. I will not accept it. This is complete rubbish.
And from the silence and averted eyes in the room, you could tell they'd seen it all before.
I'm sorry, you better take it out.
You've got a lot going on. How do you keep on top of all this?
Well, you saw me earlier. I mean, a fit.
A fit? Is that what that was?
It might be very painful for everybody, but it's very important that we actually don't say, oh, everything we do is amazing, you know?
So you have to be tough on people?
Well, on myself as well. I mean, you have to be, you know, say, this is really the best thing we can do at this particular point. Is it right? Is it? So there's constant kind of really critique and questioning amongst ourselves.
Hadid is now building an extraordinary number of projects. In just a few years, her London office has expanded from 10 to over 70 employees. And the call for projects is pouring in from around the world.
It's always, you know, about trying to make a better space for people to use, you know.
Where does a shape like that come from? Does it just grow out of
You know, as I said, it really comes out of many years of research.
It's research in new engineering that allows her adventurous new shapes.
You know, there's civil engineering work which are much more elaborate. I mean, like bridges and ramps. And so if you use similar kind of engineering for building, you can achieve this kind of degree of lightness and at the same time, you know, deal with complexity. Thank you, Patrick.
At the Pritzker Award ceremony, Hadid could celebrate how far she has come. There was a dinner in the Great Hall of Tsar Peter the Great and fireworks outside his palace.
The people I expected least to have tears in their eyes were very, everybody became very emotional because many of them had known me for a very long time.
I know that Zaha doesn't want to be a symbol, but she certainly is a symbol for a lot of people. And it's about sticking to your guns and recognizing in yourself the capacity to be great no matter how many people tell you that you don't have the capacity.
Some people used to say that your buildings could never be built.
Well,
You're proving them otherwise.
Guys, time will tell, but I mean, time is telling now.